Hello everyone, it is April 6th and I'm going to go over the axial and appendicular skeleton for you. Some of them are going to repeat themselves but just from different views. So starting with the skull, let's take him off. You're going to start with the anterior view. So we have the nasal bone, and then we have the vomer, and then the lacrimal is in here. It's very small. And then the ethmoid is right behind it. This would be your zygomatic, and then your maxilla, your mandible, your frontal, and then the sphenoid is inside, right in there. Then your posterior, you're going to see the same part again. So this is the back end of your mandible. This is the occipital bone. Then you have your two parietal bones. And then you can see just right on the side right here is a temporal bone. Then if you do it laterally, I'm going to kind of go over the same ones again. So you can see this side of your nasal bone, then right inside is the lacrimal, and then you're going to get the ethmoid. And then this is your zygomatic, and then maxilla, mandible, your occipital is back here. And then parietal is on the side, your little temporal bone, and then we went over the zygomatic. Then the inferior skull, which take off this little bad boy. Occipital's back here, and then your frontal bone and your parietal bones. Then the temporal bones right down in here, and then this is your sphenoid bone. And then the ethmoid is right here. So that's your inferior. Then we'll go to the vertebrae. So then we're going to start with the spine. So you got your cervical, your thoracic, and your lumbar. And then it goes from your sacrum down to your coccyx. And then the top, very top one is your atlas, and then below is the axis, and that's where you get your pivot of your skull. In the thoracic cage, you have the manubrium of the sternum, and then the body of the sternum, and then your true ribs are ribs 1 through 7, and then your false ribs are 8 through 12, and then also false and floating are 11 and 12 down here. The appendicular skeleton, which would be out of your pectoral girdle and your upper limbs. You've got your scapula, and you also have the clavicle, that's the girdle, then your humerus, and then your radius and your ulna. In the hands of the wrist, this is where it gets crazy for me. You have, let me go back into my little drawing that I did so I don't forget. Let's start with your phalanges, your metacarpals. Then you got your hamate and your pisiform. You have the triquetrum, I don't remember. And then lunate and the scaphoid. Then the trapezium and trapezoid and the hamate. I think I got them. And then I have them all drawn right in there. Then, let's see, go to your pelvic girdle. I named him Steve. You have your ilium, your ischium, the pubic bone, your femur, your patella, and then your tibia and your fibula. And then you go down into the ankle and the foot. I have it drawn off better on this one. This is your calcaneus, the heel bone. Then your talus, it's where it connects with your legs. Then you have phalanges and your metatarsals. And then my little drawing, because these little ones get crazy for me. So then you have your medial, intermediate, and lateral cuneiform, along with the cuboid. and then you have your navicular. So I think that's all of them from the ankle. So that is my skeleton. Have a good day.